Hey guys, my name's Evan here, and welcome back to another video inside of Evan City. Um, trouble going through the door here, and welcome back to another video. And today, in this video, we'll be doing a world tour. So it's a special video. We'll be doing a world tour, and yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. I've been wanting to do a world tour since episode 1, but of course, I didn't do that since episode 1. I didn't. So today's the day we'll be going throughout the whole world. So pretty much the town, like right here, the Funland, and a little couple other areas like the village, which is over there, and that kind of stuff. I think I just broke my house. No, I didn't. Okay. And I'm actually going to start from the front of my house. So right over here is the front of my house. This is it. It looks like an ugly house, so I'll admit, yes it is. There's like brick and glowstone and sea lanterns and that stuff. And then here's the entrance. You have pumpkin pie and banner. And then over here is a music area. This is a pretty old thing. Like I remember I used to have an old world of Avid City and okay, it doesn't work. I used to have an old world of Avid City and I used to have a music area. I should while we're here I'm gonna add to it. And I'm gonna add a jukebox because I don't actually have that. I'm sorry, I have a jukebox, a new notebook. So note block is here, and yeah, this is it. Over here is my zombie and skeleton horse. Andy and okay, I don't know what I named these. This is so weird. And then here's a chest for them. I don't remember naming them. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay. Can I leave? And it seems like yeah, I don't know why there's that there, but that's pretty weird. That's pretty weird. Alright. Over here is kind of like the hallway. Here's the kitchen. Now, in a future episode or next episode, I might have plans to extend this kitchen all the way over here. So this big area is just a kitchen. So this big room. So obviously this would be taken down and obviously the kitchen would be extended. Over here used to be a bathroom, but there's no purpose of it, just like most of these other rooms. But I decided to keep the kitchen. So obviously in a future video, maybe one of my newest future videos, I'll probably extend the kitchen this way. Over here's the hallway. I don't know why I have a sign for it, but I do. Yeah, I don't know why, but I have these random circle glitches in the floor. Over here's my enchanting room, which also has no purpose. I have a polar bear named Cocoa Pants. That's new. That's very new. Yeah, you can see this. Look, I don't know why that's there. I might just ended up just getting rid of these torches. I feel like that could be the problem. I'm not sure. But yeah, I hate that when that happens. It's constantly happening in my world. So I don't know why. Yeah, that's sucks, doesn't it? It does. Definitely does. Over here's stairs. I don't know why I have an arrow going through it. Got a sheep here. And over here is my llama and panda room. I never had plans to have a room full of llamas and pandas. But apparently now I do. And then over here is my parrot room. Okay. Well, my friend has a bird here, and now it's flying out of nowhere. That's cool. Apparently, yeah, I need these parrots for some reason. Yeah, yeah. Some of these animals are glitched. Like I might have to retame most of them and everything like that, and I might have to redo most of this room. I might redo my house in the future. Um, over here is supposed to be like a fish room, but obviously the only fish here is a salmon. It used to be filled with like dolphins and everything like that, but I'll show you this down here. Over here, I'll keep that open for right now, is where everything else is. So that hole you see is coming down, and it's this. It leads to here. Apparently, I don't know why, but all the fish are just glitched down here. I just have to destroy this for a second. All the fish are glitched down here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. All the fish are glitched down here. So I keep hitting the fish by accident. Like I keep yeah. Yeah, I keep hitting the fish on accident, but yeah, I think I've just destroyed all these dirt here. Just that. Yeah, there we go. I would hope that the fish is gone now. Yeah. Pretty tight space. I gonna have to do something with that in the future. Yeah, I might make a little room so that a ladder goes down, and then over here is just a big fish room. We'll see what happens in the future, you know. We'll see what happens. Pretty much that's that. So that's yeah. I'm gonna have to redo like most of my house in the future. And over here is my bedroom, so pretty much where I start most of my videos. I got a whole bunch of dogs, a couple cats, a couple fish and item frames for some odd reason. My supplies chest and shulker box and an ender chest. Pretty much most things you would probably expect in a Minecraft bedroom. And then my little balcony. And over here is just a chest full of like eggs. Over here is a cake with a chicken Esther. That's my whole house. In the future I might do videos, so I might do my house, so that kitchen area, the fish room, the llama panda room, I might do that. Over here is like a little basic, pretty bad structured doghouse. There's like a whole bunch of dogs here. I don't know why there's cats in here. I don't know why there's a Bob Ross horse in here. This is supposed to be a doghouse, so where every video I'll take a dog. I never ended up doing that. I might redo the whole thing. I might not. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna keep it there. Um, I think I'm gonna go this way, and I'm gonna start from the back here. So over here is some random house. So this is like a for sale house, pretty much. Um, what I ended up doing at the very, very, very beginning of the world is I ended up pretty much building random houses. This is one house. That brick house you can see is which my friend has. It's another. That house over there is another one. All this is like for sale houses, and so obviously it's free. It doesn't cost anything, even if this world's in survival. It's not gonna cost anything. It's a house here. Obviously, you can improve it. You can extend it. You don't have to. Yeah, you can obviously change everything. So if you wanted to get rid of if you wanted to keep the layout of the house, but you want to but replace all the blocks, replace it let's just say, you want all these blocks to be like cobblestone or whatever. This to be like regular stone. You just do it. And this is like stone stairs and fences. You can, but the layout is the same pretty much. Uh, that's pretty much how that would be. Over here is one of my friend's houses. He doesn't really join the world anymore. But when he did, this was his house. I'm still gonna keep it. Obviously, because I still kind of do. There's like a random hole here. Weird. Anyways, and then obviously, it seems like up here is just another area. I'm guessing this is where his bed would be, and then over here. You got bats in this house, dude. Come on, you gotta fix that. And then that's it. Over here is my graveyard. So, yes, I have a graveyard. I don't know why there's a structure here. I might get rid of this structure, just keep it. Here's like all the animals and stuff that died in the world. So, we named them. So, all that stuff. Was this like things that died here, and then I actually put my real life dog that died during the summer of 2019 here. It's still sad. At least I'm respecting that. You know, at least I have something for in the world. Um, Over here, I'm actually going to go this way, and this is my zoo. So my zoo was the first episode. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go this way and then make my way around there and then come around. So, I'm just gonna fly here. Over here is the parking lot to the zoo. Yes, this is the zoo. Over here, I want to build like an aquarium, but we'll get into that in a future episode. Over here is the zoo. The zoo is definitely not done yet, I'll admit, and it's not even a good zoo either, I'll admit. First episode, we built like a fox exhibit, the fox face that never saved, which is weird. Again, I still don't know why that never saved, but unfortunately that never did. But then you got other animals here. In the future, I think what we're gonna do is that under the polar bear exhibit, it's gonna be bats on the ground. I'm gonna put the foxes back. Llamas I'll put over here. What is this? What is this? Horses, ducks, and mules. And then I'll probably keep like a parrot area here. I'm not gonna keep any aquatic animals. I'm not gonna keep any bees here either. Bees are like around my world with trees, and the aquatic animals are gonna be in the aquarium right next to it. Alright, so I see it's a quick it's a quick layout, quick check. Over here is some random build. Um, it's like a little snow golem area, and the only way you can come in here is with that. Apparently, there's a hole. I think a creeper blew this up, and we got a polar bear here, which is pretty cool. And then a whole bunch of snow golems and pumpkins on the ground. All that you could expect in a snowy area. In the future, if they ever add other snowy animals, I'll put them here as long as the polar bears or snow golems or another, random horse won't attack it. So that's that. Here's a beacon. I don't know why they say that as a Christmas tree, even though it's like 3 months after Christmas and the coronavirus is still out. So that's that. Here's my jacuzzi. Uh, yeah, not the best jacuzzi. It's basic and weird design. I'll bet that. Over here's a random pond and squid, and apparently I named the squid name Adam. I don't know why I did, but I did. Over here is probably the worst, in my personal opinion, worst, and I think the most waste of a time build ever in this town, and maybe this world, is the castle. Now, many people are like, why a castle? Why is the castle the worst? Well, look at it. Does this look like a castle to you? Does the castle have glass blocks all over here? Does the castle really have a balcony? Does the castle have pandas, or at least one panda in each area here? Does a like I actually moved the nether portal because there used to be a gigantic nether portal. I just moved one here. Is there really a bat cage which has no bats in it? Snow column. Is this really a castle? This isn't a castle. This is just a random area that looks like a castle. Uh, I was supposed to build a castle, but does this look like an art studio to you? Well, well, unfortunately to you, it really isn't an art studio. And of course, up here you just go up a whole bunch of stairs. Many things, just a waste of a time build. I'm obviously gonna build like maybe like a couple buildings here. But I already planned it out. I need to like lay it out how the building would be. Over here is like a horse arena, a horse race track. It has probably like no horses in it. Another waste of a thing. Not even that big. So it isn't really that good, but yeah, that's that. Oh my, this Grum Iron Golem scared me. This scared me. Over here is one of my friend's houses. Yeah, he hasn't come back in the world in a while. But yeah, that's that house. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Over here is my friend's house that actually joins the world. So unlike him, this friend actually joins the world. So obviously, since I don't have Xbox Live, I obviously can't really like invite him and he can finish his house. He said he will when I get it. So obviously when I get Xbox Live, that's when I will do it. But then that's his house. That's that. Over here, recently off camera, we built this. This is a vending machine, which we did the same thing for our photo booth over there, which obviously we'll get into that side of the town. But yeah, this thing obviously doesn't work. It's just here just for a cool design. Yeah, this is this. Over here is a little racetrack to Sophia City, which has no purpose in this world. I'll fly there quickly. So micro truck is gonna take us 2 years. It's like flying there from here to there takes like forever. Flying there to here like takes like no time. It feels like that's how that feels like. This has no purpose again. It's just a random area that my sister ended up coming in back into the world and building it. not much of a purpose on it. Right next to it, I thought it was a good place to build it. So right next to it is a bus stop, and this was actually our 5th episode, and our actually first town video we did was our bus stop. So you got Vid City, you got some propaganda or advertisements and everything. You got a bus over here. Yeah. So here's a bus, pretty much. And then off camera, also with the vending machine, the photo booth, we built this, which is a double-decker bus. It isn't actually a double-decker bus. It's not meant to be a double-decker bus, but it's there for a cool design or whatever it is. Over here is the bees. So a whole bunch of bees. Um, I think my next town video, if I don't go to my house or don't build anything else, I might build a little structure here for the bees and maybe like a truck here. So obviously if you're selling honey, you obviously come here and get it. Up here is some random build someone came in my world and building. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a UFO. I thought of changing it so that the bees thing would be up here. But then I feel like that would be no point because this isn't really made to be bee specific. Like be specific, so pretty much I never built that, so this is just there for design. Yeah, that's that. Over here is my storage room. This is a pretty big area, whole bunch of item frames and chests and sides and everything. Extended storage room, and then over here obviously would be more of extended, so obviously future updates will go down here too. It's pretty much based off of storage room. If we're playing in survival and we don't want to go into creative, or we're playing survival like throughout like the world for like a year or whatever the case is, we would get materials from here, and it's good for design and for other buildings. Obviously got more bees and stuff. But here is my Lego shop, which was one of the first off-camera things I did in the world when I started doing videos. It's a pretty short, simple build. Obviously, it's not here to be the best thing in the world or best build in the world. It's just here for design. It goes lights and everything like that. I thought that would be cool. Across from it is an animal hospital, or well, I keep saying animal hospital. Really a vet, to be honest. You got some little areas over here. Throughout is like you can see like the words pet, so pretty much over there. So you see it got more lights. It's a really cool building all bit. It has no purpose, to be honest. It's like a building that has no purpose, but a very cool design. And then you got over here some animals, which should probably be free by now, to be honest. I'm just gonna free them all. Yeah. Again, I think these animals are fine. I don't think we have anyone working here. I don't see anyone coming to work here, so I think we're fine. Okay. I think we're fine. I think that's all the animals. Yeah. All the animals are free. And no one works here. At least I don't think they do. Yeah, that's where you get the animals from, and then you obviously walk out from here, I think. Is there no, there's no, yeah, there's no way to get out. I think I might have an out, way to get out in the future. Maybe over here or something, but we'll see what happens in the future if I want to improve my world. Like, I might have a video just to, like, go ahead and improve my Minecraft, world, and that might be one of them. Over here is one of the newest, also off-camera things, which is supposed to be episode 5. But Mixer decided to glitch on me, so obviously the bus stop had to be episode 5. So obviously this is the pharmacy. I might add more potions to it and everything like that, but this is supposed to be a short, simple pharmacy build. I have a bell there. Pretty cool. Over here is like a short photo booth, so pretty much this is a photo booth. Okay, nothing here. It doesn't work. It's not real, obviously. So yeah, that's that. Over here is my sister's build, but in my world, so like in my part of the world. Again, she should probably come to the world in the future and actually update it, like she should probably do with her part of the world. Yeah, this really doesn't really have a lot of purpose either, because it isn't really made, to be honest. It's a pretty big house, I'll admit. It's a pretty big house that has no purpose. It's probably like the vet, in which is not used but has a big purpose, like cool purpose that's not used. Like if you talk about the castle or the horse racing track, it just doesn't have a purpose whatsoever. You got random fences here, which have no purpose either. Here's like a little stone thing to keep animals in. I don't know why we have animals jumping and, buttons and random buttons all over the wall and yang sheep all over the place. And it's just it's I don't know what this is, to be honest. Such a random build that has no purpose, like the castle and everything like that. Over here is for sale house. Like the other one, obviously you can improve it, you can extend it, you can keep it the same, whatever you want. Obviously you can keep it. You could obviously change the whole design. You can destroy this house and change the whole design. Doesn't matter. Here's a small little hut area, I guess my sister built, which I think is actually a really cool thing. Like, if I ever built a camping site, this is something cool I would build. It's a pretty cool build, so it's pretty cool. Over here is my friend Matt's house, which he only came in this world once, and hasn't come back since, which his name is on Xbox is Jock Lighting. Yeah. Got diamonds there. And then up here is like a little attic and everything. Or storage, whatever it is. Simple brick build. It does have a purpose, but its purpose isn't fulfilled yet. Yeah, that's that. Over here is my sushi restaurant, which has no purpose either. It's here to sell sushi, not of a purpose, pretty much. We close these doors over here. Yeah, no purpose. Here to look cool. And then up here, apparently, is like a little slide. I don't know why this thing is here. We should probably like, oh yeah. I'm not gonna go up the ladder. I'm just gonna go fly up. And this thing goes up all the way here. And apparently you're supposed to jump down, but again, cool. Right here is a cafe, I believe. Yeah, it's a cafe. So it's a little cafe. Pretty cool shop. I like it. It's a small, not that tall of a shop, but I think it's a pretty cool shop. Not used, of course, but it's a pretty cool shop to admit. Over here is my restaurant, which is outside area. I just want to bring this outside area over here too, so as a purpose, I want to redo like the floors. So obviously, I want to redo like a lot of things. I might redo this glass, this floor. Yeah, this restaurant might get some improvements. So if I do like an improvements to my town, we wanted the better. You got like a little chef here. 2 or 1 villager? 2. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. This is obviously gonna have to get improved. The feature between outside or inside, interior, exterior, whatever the case is. Over here is my little hot dog stand, and this was supposed to be 5th episode. Again, like a lot of the town videos, mix something up with the mixer here, so a lot of distractions in the background too. It's a little hot dog area, so it has like steak and bread. I find it useful that you can put item frames on the on like blocks instead of putting it like that, so you can put it on the floor and ceilings. So because of that, it's pretty useful now. And they got a little hot dog stand right next to it. Over here is my friend Dan's house. Obviously, he came to the world a couple times when I get Xbox Live, like my other friend's house, Ken's, who obviously improved it. And the only thing I don't really want to do here is like obviously when the sun sets, you can see the sunset. So I don't want to build like something here that blocks it out, because I like it here. So I'll ask him in the future when he comes into this world and see what we do with that. We'll see what happens in the future. Over here is my pet shop. Very ugly looking pet shop. I want to redo it. It has probably like almost all animals. I think the fox is the only animal that's not in here. That's the animal in the game that has. It's in the pet shop. You got a cashier. No one works here either way. And we actually extended it. I extended it, which included the llamas, pandas, mules, and donkeys. And I gotta extend it even more for foxes and then when ostriches and meerkats and all that stuff. And then when you take an animal home, you take it through these doors. So pretty easy. Let's go over here. And this is a coffee shop. So this is supposed to be the 4th episode, and something happened in the episode I didn't like, so I just got rid of it, and it has no purpose. It's a little coffee shop. Isn't made, so employees only go through this door. You got like maca and lattes for coffee. Got some garbage bins and all that kind of stuff. Short coffee shop, you know. I'll go over here after. Uh, Actually, let me go here. Let me just finish this area, and then I'll go around there, that backside of our front land. So over here is our Jets logo. I'm actually an Arizona Cardinals fan that lives in New York, but Jets are definitely my second favorite team. I couldn't find like a actual build to build this a whole thing of that, so I would say just build an old logo here. This is probably the best thing looking or best purpose thing in this world is this. The Arizona Cardinal. This actually used to be red wool, but I actually changed it to red concrete, and I think this is black wool. I thought it looked better with red concrete and everything. I don't know what these holes are for. This actually kind of ruins it. Okay. I think I was trying to put like random black concrete here. But I'm an Arizona Cardinals fan. I actually live in New York. I've never been to Arizona before. I never lived there, so obviously just most people or some people would be weird. So I'm not a fan of the NFC West, like Rams, 49ers, and Seahawks types, obviously, since I'm a Cardinals fan. And this Cardinal has been like the biggest accomplishment of this world ever. So it's been a very good time with this build. Right, I'll bet that. You know. I don't think I'm gonna start any football stuff on the channel. Just reminding myself here. I'm not going to. I just think this is probably the best we could probably do. No one requests any football stuff either. So pretty much that's how that is. I just realized I just should break the block instead. So let me just fill these holes in, and then we'll continue with the tour. But yeah, Arizona Cardinals' favorite team. I love Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald's like the best player. And then Kyle Berry, the new rookie, which isn't going to be a rookie anymore since the season ending. So yeah, I can't wait for the Cardinals' future with Kyle Berry and then Larry Fitzgerald. But this is definitely something in this world. If I delete this world, this is probably the thing I'll be most upset about the most. That this thing I built will not be here at the end of the day. This is a pork from Star Wars. I love Star Wars. It's my favorite franchise. I hate The Last Jedi. I built the pork because I think it's something cute. I'm gonna build Baby Yoda here in the future. So I don't know what episode I would be in, but I'll build a Baby Yoda pretty much in the future. Between next to the pork or not. Here's an Angry Bird. I've been a fan of Angry Birds. Long time childhood game since like 2010 or something. But yeah, it's been real. I haven't played it in a long time. But the old OG Angry Birds games are just awesome. This is Minecraft Chicken and Minecraft Item Firework. I never built, I never used the video, but that's there. Here's a village that actually has a backstory to it. This village actually got trolled, so I had a whole bunch of water and lava everywhere. I got rid of the water with the sponges and the lava, obviously. I just got rid of. And then I started improving the village. Since most of the villagers were killed off and destroyed, and the buildings were pretty much destroyed. So they obviously got like a few OG buildings. And this is a new area. See, yeah, this is new. These little things are the same. I might have improved it even more. Rip iron golems, so any iron golem that dies there. This is a very small, simple chicken coop that doesn't really have too much of a purpose, but is here for fun. Not an exit store, so I'll bet that. Yeah, these houses, old houses, not going to. This is probably the biggest house I built in this world so far. I gotta like improve this area pretty much, but this is I really like this area here. The couch to watch some TV. Then he got some lectures. He's praying apparently. Then he got a little bedroom here. I liked how I did with these. I might improve this in the future if it needs improving, in my opinion. Right now, I don't think it needs to. If I need to put iron golems in here because I need to do something with the village, I'll put it there. Here's a pretty big pond, and of course, as I said before, back at my old house, these fish are just glitching over here like crazy. I don't know why. This iron golem is stuck. Over here is little hut or a little area. Close to 10% off. I don't know why. There's a little clothes shop. Over here is like a little farm area. Obviously, you got more farm areas and stuff like that. Over here is like a little farm areas. It's pretty simple. I think if you close the light, I think... Does it still work? No, it doesn't. But I think what it used to happen before the Xbox One edition, if I close the light, the wheat would actually pop out. You got 3 bakery villagers here, just sitting in this bakery. This has been here for a while when this village got approved. I remember my friend made it, but we're not even friends anymore. He just decided not to talk to me, so I don't talk to him anymore. That's that. Before we get over there, we're gonna go through our subway, and this is like a pretty new thing in my world. I'll admit, it's pretty new. It's supposed to be a subway from next to my house all the way to this village, and then obviously you would have kelp and fish and turtles and dolphins. Some of the water is not good, so I'll bet that. Like over here, it's not good. I'm obviously not gonna do the roof because it would be weird if I do come on the roof and then it's like kelp's replacing the grass. Like, what are you doing? Like, why is there kelp on top of the surface? Like, it wouldn't make sense, you know? Then I'm obviously gonna build a subway by my zoo, so that's pretty much how that would go. You have more fish here. More fish and fish and fish and fish, yeah. All this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty much my subway. Then obviously this would be the station. I don't know if I'm ever gonna extend this, to be honest. I might build like new stations and stuff like that. Here's my laboratory. This doesn't really have a purpose. It's here for a cool design. That's pretty much that. Over here is my batter shop. So recently off camera, I built a pathway all the way here. Then on the floor used to be grass blocks. I ended up building oak planks here. Here's like a create your own banner where you can bind your own exclusive cool banners. And the last building is like a little shop area. This doesn't have a path going to it, so obviously in the future, when I put other buildings here, like a hospital and a GameStop, whatever the case is, and it leads to here, obviously that's when the pathway's here. And this is supposed to be a cool shop. Well, that is my hometown, and last but not least, we're going to be doing our Funland, which is the last part of this tour video. And here is a, like, little railroad track, which I'm not going to. But this railroad track is pretty old. Like, see, like, the start of, like, doing these Funland stuff. It's pretty old to do. Here it is. This is the Funland. The first minigame I ever built was Trampoline of Awesomeness. I don't even know if that's even spelled right. It's 2 players only. You come through here. I don't know if my sound is even on. I hope my sound's on. I don't know if the video can even hear it. But, okay. Yeah, you can. So you can pick either red or blue or red. You go in here. And you do parkour. That was a pretty cool jump. And the first one to make a cake first wins. Pretty much. So you got most of the ingredients. You have your sugar cane because I think there's... Yeah, you only need 2 pieces of sugar. You got 3 buckets of milk for 3 milk. You got seeds for the wheat. And then you got pretty much to place the seed. If I'm on the red team, I place the cake down. It goes here. First one to place the cake wins. This is in my randomizer, which is new to my world too, but we get into that. Over here is cat and mice. I improved it a little bit. The maze, I'm not here to make the maze a good looking maze. It's supposed to be challenging, but not that good looking. This is it. You just build around it, pretty much. This is it. Obviously, the back entrances are pretty much the way to get in, and these little middle entrances are the ways to get out of the maze. That's how that works. And then obviously it's kind of like the Stampede inspired game, like most of these games, like Sheer Fun, Flower Power, Whale of a Time Switch, Castle Crumble, are all Stampede inspired. I guess if you count the Pyramid Hide and Seek, but that's something I really wanted to do for a long time before I found out he did those videos too. Over here is a little thing to where to keep it. You got signs, chests for some reason, and cheese to like, place it back if we need extras. Over here, if you're playing the game, it's 2 to 5 players, and you gotta put all your stuff in the chest. And pretty much most of my stuff in this world are in here anyways. And then here's the cat weapon, so the cat only uses that weapon, and then everyone obviously goes to sleep in these beds. Pretty much, if we have at night, let's do the 5 players. We have 8 beds on the line. Here's obviously the randomizer. So obviously, I think it is one more game we add, and this randomizer is full. So we can do like a whole Funland video, and this randomizer just decides which one we're doing. And then for points, it's whatever happens. Over here is an MMA area. No, I don't want to do any improvements. I have no plans for doing any improvements. This has no purpose. So again, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Random trampoline is just here just to show cool, you know. Pyramid hide and seek, it's 2 to 9 players. Obviously the leather is the hider and the diamond is the seeker. The hider loot is the stick and the seeker loot is the blaze rod. Recently on Bedrock you can't like enchant, so like the blaze rod you can't have like fire aspect, and the sticks you can't do knockback. You can't have that. Xbox One Edition you can, but you can't have it on Bedrock, and I can't port that over or anything. And I don't want to use swords because you can kill the person and that's not the game. I actually think about it, though, I might change it in the future. And then since this is the hide and seek map, you just hide pretty much. You got some underground areas and everything like that. And then some areas lead to like other areas. Like over here, it seems like it leads somewhere. And I think all of this leads to like some type of end. And in some areas it gets pretty darker. So the hiders do have kind of an advantage, so it's not all light. And then the hiders have like no advantage whatsoever. I might improve it in the future, so like up there, like upstairs, up like on the upper level, there might be something new. Like over here it's like plain. Over here it's pretty empty. So I might improve it in the future. You never know what happens. Over here is just a little smiley face, it just shows. Here's a musical minecarts, which is the 2nd episode of the world ever, and it's the 1st episode of the Funland. It's 3 to 6 players. It's pretty much musical chairs. Over here is Sheer Fun. It's probably one of my favorite Stampy games of all time. It's 2 to 4 players. Obviously, you have sheep here, and then obviously you get like 12 or 13, and the first one to press the button for their team wins. And then obviously you would reset it or start it. I didn't press the button that time, I just did. Obviously before you start the game you want to reset it, and then you want to press start. Everyone gets to their pods, and then that's how that goes. Here's the redstone for it. Pretty simple. The problem with my world is that since it's not custom super flat, which sucks, it's probably the issue and my most regret thing in this world the most is it's not custom super flat, so certain games I can't build in my world because of certain issues. So that's how that would go. Across from it is Castle Crumble, my 3rd video in my world and my 2nd video inside of Evan City. 2 players only. You build a sand castle, and obviously you have to hide your color wool. Obviously, if I'm on the blue team, I would build a little tiny sand castle with a stack of sand. It doesn't have to be a sand castle, obviously. That's not really the point. Making a sand castle, just tripped over something. Yeah, pretty much, that's it. I might build a minigame here. There's a game called Water Rush that Sammy built, and I risk it. I might build both of them here. Over here, Switch to Switch with 2 players only. Pretty fun game, I'll admit. And you have to build sand up. And you have to click this letter, so one part has to be up. And one part has to be closed. The minecart has to be in a certain area so that this goes up. So if I'm the blue team and it's up a certain way, this has to be glowed up. If you're on the red team, it has to be, the leather has to be another certain way, and that has to be glowed up. So if team wins, obviously it worked. Redstone should 100% work though. Flower Power, which we did off camera, was not the best looking game, I'll admit. Okay, there's the redstone. Not gonna look through the redstone. It's not a good looking game, I'll admit. It's a fun game, definitely. If my world wasn't like a 3 block tall world, this world definitely would have more potential, especially for this game, because it's like blocks are just higher than they're supposed to, and it's definitely gonna bother people. Like here it's flat, and then over here it's not flat. If you get what I'm saying. And the last thing in this world is my newest mini game, Whale of a Time, and this actually took up 2 parts. On my world, it's 2 to 16 players. I actually made it 2 to 16, and it's a creative only game because it's survival. In my part 1 of 2, I spent like probably 10 to 15 minutes trying to get it work in survival. It never worked in survival, so that pretty much sucked. Uh, Pretty much you do is press the dispenser, and whatever piece of wool you have to land in that. So, and then obviously the way you do this is you place the TNT around. The only issue I have, since it's creative only, is that people can easily cheat, and I don't need people easily cheating. They can sit on the thing, you don't know if they die. That's the point. So you go super high, and I want to try to land in a red one. So if I land a different color, if I land on the outside, I lose. And I make it in. It's a pretty easy game. Some people may not be able to control it. This game could go on for ages. I'll admit that, okay? It's pretty cool. If I want to land in the black one's supposed to be hard. The way, apparently, for this, it seems like for Bedrock, it doesn't really seem hard, especially the way I'm doing it. It doesn't really seem too hard. Obviously, when we do the, like, Funland game, like a Funland episode, or like a random minigame episode, and this is the thing. I put creative only there, and I just messed that up like an idiot. Yeah, I gotta fix that now. Gotta fix this redstone. There we go. So we just grab this quick view. Grab this wool. Just grab this. There we go. Just fix that. Let's grab black wool. Oh, that's definitely gonna suck. Can I place it? Oh, okay. There's a place. Uh oh. There we go. I want to land on the black one, and it doesn't seem like we have a good fit. No, so like, alright. If something like that happens, and you land in the wrong color, or land on the side of your color or a different color, you have to be out. You can't go again. It's cheating if you go again. And I hate cheaters like that. So, especially if this minigame is a thing. Like, if, like, obviously we get Xbox Live and we play and everything, I'm not gonna like the fact that we have cheaters in that. And that is my whole world tour. This is everything in my world that's been officially built. Kind of a backstory to my world, if you think about it. Kinda, not really. But this is my whole world. It's a pretty big world for, like, 4 years of the world. And it doesn't have too much stuff. Like, if you think of 4 years, it's this world, like, as far as I can see right now, would probably be filled with a lot of stuff. But yeah, a lot of things denied me from it and everything like that. But that's the whole world tour. That's my town tour and everything like that. And that is my whole Evans City world. If everyone is wondering, that's how it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's probably about like 45 minutes long. Almost an hour long, almost 50 minutes. So I do apologize, but if I was going to make this video like all thing, like an all day long thing, like a whole world thing, it's going to be pretty long. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next Evans City and YouTube channel video. Peace out.